Right, hello everyone. This is me, Chamar Prabhat, English with Chamar Prabhat YouTube channel. අද ඔයාලත් එක්ක මම බෙදා හදාගන්නේ මගේ අලුත්ම වැඩසටහනක් ඔයාලට පේනවා ඇති spoken English එකක් තියෙන උඩින් තියෙනවා. Right. 3 months ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙන spoken English course එකක්. එතකොට මම මෙච්චර කාලයක් දැන් අවුරුදු එකහමාරක් වගේ කාලයක් YouTube එකට වීඩියෝස් දානවා. ඒ කාලේ පුරාවට මම කරේ English writing. හේතුව තමයි English writing බැරුව English writing කියලා කියන්නේ අදහසක් convert කරන්න බැරුව හිතට එන අදහසක් English වලට convert කරන්න බැරුව අපිට ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් කතා කරන්න බෑ කොහොමදවත්. ලියනවා කියන්නේ මම කියන්නේ වචන නෙමෙයි, වචන වල අකුරු නෙමෙයි, ගැළපීම එහෙම කරන්න බැරුව කතා කරන්න බෑ කවදාවත්. ඒකට මම ඒක තමයි දාපු first step එක. දැන් අවුරුදු එකමාරකට වඩා වැඩි වෙන්න හදන දෙයකට කිට්ටු වෙන්න. එතකොට මම දාපු වීඩියෝස් හැම එකක්ම වීඩියෝස් 3-4ක් ඇරෙන්න සියලුම දේවල් තියෙන English writing. එතකොට මේ දක්වා ඔයාලා මාත් එක්ක join වෙලා හිටියනම් හිටපු කට්ටිය දන්නවා English writing විතරයි. English writing classes විතරයි. ඊට පස්සේ කරේ individual classes තමයි කරේ spoken English. ඒ මම writing කරපු කට්ටියටමයි. දැන් අලුත්ම වැඩක් ඔයාලට පුළුවන් නම් මගේ YouTube එක හරහා වීඩියෝස් ඉගෙනගෙන ලියන්න පුළුවන් නම් නැත්නම් මේ වෙනකොටත් ඒක බලන්නේ නැතුව තමන් පෞද්ගලිකව හදාගෙන තියෙනවා නම් ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් අදහස් ලියන්න පුළුවන් කියන්න බෑ. ඒතර මේක ලෝකවල් දෙකක්. ඒතර අපිට සමහරවිට ලියන්නත් බෑ. ඒතර ලියන්න ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕන. ලියන්න පුළුවන් කතා කරන්න බෑ. ඔන්න ඔය ප්‍රශ්න දෙක තමයි තියෙන්නේ. ලියන්න බැරි නම් කොහොමවත් කතා කරන්න බෑ. ලියන්න පුළුවන් උනායි කියලා කතා කරන්න බෑ. ඒකේ තියෙන වෙනමම ටෙක්නික් එකක් තියෙනවා. මම ලියන්න ටෙක්නික් කරපු ලියන්න ළමයි හුරු කරන ටෙක්නික් එක වගේම ස්පෝකන් ඉංග්‍රීසි වලටත් පාවිච්චි කරන ටෙක්නික් එකක් තියෙනවා. මම කලබල වුණේ නැහැ මේක ටක් ගාලා දෙන්න ස්පෝකන් ඉංග්‍රීසි පැත්තට. හේතුව writing English කරගන්න වෙනම ටෙක්නික් එකක් තියෙන දන්නේ නැති ස්පෝකන් ඉංග්‍රීසි ඉම්ප්‍රූව් කරගන්න දන්නේ නැති කට්ටියට වෙනම ටෙක්නික් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒකට මේ පන්තිය ඉංග්‍රීසි ලියන්න පුළුවන් කට්ටියට ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් ලියන්න පුළුවන් කට්ටියට තමයි ස්පෝකන් ඉංග්‍රීසි. ඔයාලට ඉංග්‍රීසි ලියන්න බැරි නම් තේරුමක් නැහැ ජොයින් වෙලා. හේතුව ස්පෝකන් ඉංග්‍රීසි කියන්නේ පැටර්න් එකක් කතා කිරීමක් නෙමෙයි. නිකන් එක වාක්‍යයක් කතා කිරීමක් නෙමෙයි. මොකක් හරි පොඩි කෑල්ලක් අල්ලගෙන ඒකෙන් වාක්‍ය පුළුවන් තරම් 100ක් 200ක් හදන එක නෙමෙයි ස්පෝකන් ඉංග්‍රීසි කියලා කියන්නේ. තමන්ට පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕන particular topic එකක් දුන්නට පස්සේ පැයක් විතරයි කතා කරගෙන යන්න. එතකොට මට සෙට් වෙලා තියෙන ඉන්ට්‍රස්ටිං දේ තමයි ඕනම given topic එකක් ඕනම topic එකක් දුන්නට පස්සේ මට ඉන්ට්‍රස්ටිං ඒක පැයක් විතර කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ මම තෝරගත්තු කාරණා ගොනු කරලා. right බලමු එතකොට මේ course එකේ content එක. right එතකොට මේක spoken English patterns නෙමෙයි, sentence reading නෙමෙයි, sentence එකක් build කරගන්න එකක් නෙමෙයි, pattern නෙමෙයි, spoken English. එතකොට ඒකට කලින් බලන්න ඕන සිංහලෙන් කතා කරනවා කියන්නේ මේ impromptu speaking එකක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට කලින් තීරණය කළනේ තමන්ගේ තියෙන ideas ටික කියනවා. එතකොට තමන්ට සිංහලෙන් කියන්නත් බැරි වෙන අවස්ථා තියෙනවා සමහර අවස්ථාවලදී. ස්ටේජ් එකට ගියාට පස්සේ නැත්තම් මොකක් හරි අදහස කියන එකට පස්සේ blank අදහස් නැති වෙනවා. ඒකටත් වෙනම ටෙක්නික් තියෙනවා. මේ භාෂාවට spoken English practice කරන්න වෙනමම ටෙක්නික් ගොඩාරියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ ටෙක්නික් දිරවන්නේ ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් ලියන්න පුළුවන් කට්ටිය විතරයි. ඒකින්ද කරුණාකරලා ලියන්න පුළුවන් කට්ටිය විතර ජොයින් වෙන්න නැත්නම් අපරාධේ. spoken English කතාව. කතාව කියන්නේ පැටර්න් එකක් නෙමෙයි, සෙන්ටෙන්ස් එකක් කිව්ව නෙමෙයි. හරිද? එතකොට ඒව නෙමෙයි. spoken කියන්නේ පැයක් විතර එක දිගට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. අදහස් තියෙනවා කතා කරනවා. it's better කියලා එකක් දාලා ඒකේ වාක්‍ය ගොඩාරියක් හදලා in vain කියලා දාලා එහෙම වාක්‍ය ගොඩාරියක් හදනවා. had better දාලා එහෙම වාක්‍යයක් හදනවා. එහෙම එකක් නෙමෙයි. I am going to කියලා දාලා එහෙම එකක් නෙමෙයි කතා කරන්නේ. ප්‍රසිද්ධ සභාවක අහගෙන ඉන්න කට්ටියට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් මේ. 3 months මාස 3. මේ මාස 3ෙන් චතුර විදියට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් ලෝකේ තවත් බොරුවක් නෑ. මේ මාස තුනේ කරන්නේ ඔයාලට සුපිරියට යන්න පුළුවන් විදියට පාර පෙන්නලත් අරින්න. මාස තුනේ ඉංග්‍රීසි කතා කරන පට්ටපල්පරුවත් අපායෙත් යන. ඒ මාස තුන වෙද්දි ඔයාලව ලස්සනට අතාරින්න පුළුවන් තනියම ගේමක් ගන්න. උදාහරණයක් විදිහට මම ටීච් කරන්නේ. අන්න ඒ විදිහට තනියම ගේමක් ගන්න පුළුවන් තැනට ගිහිල්ලා අතාරින්න. එතකොට කවුරුත් ඕනේ නෑනේ. එතකොට දිනු කරගෙන යන්න ඕන. දැන් මගේ දිනු වෙන්න ඕන පැති තියෙනවා. කතා කිරීම සහ ලිවීමේ. ලිවීම නම් ගොඩාරියක් මම ප්‍රගුණ කරලා තියෙන්නේ. 2 days for a week. සතියට දවස් දෙකක්. ඒකට දාන්නේ අද හම්බුනතින් ආයි මං කියා තීර ගිහලා අමතක වෙන්නේ නැති ඉන දුර දවසක් නෙමෙයි දවස් දෙකක් වගේ ගිහිල්ලා ඔන්න ඔහොම 1 hour sessions පැය ගාණක් කතා කරන්න පැය දෙකේව කතා කරන්න බෑ බෝරි මට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් 1 hour sessions එතකොට ඔයාලට දැන් group වශයෙන් තමයි ගන්නෙ එතකොට ඔයාලට කතා කරන්න partnersලා දෙනවා ඩිරෙක්ට් කරන partnersලා දෙනවා ඒ partnersලා ඔයාලා වගේම කට්ටිය තමයි ඔයාලා වගේම කට්ටියත් එක්ක කතා කරන්න මාත් එක්කත් කතා කරනවා ඔයාලා වගේ කට්ටියත් එක්කත් කතා කරනවා හැමෝටම අවස්ථාව හම්බෙනවා හැමෝටම කතා කරන්න අවස්ථාවක් හම්බෙනවා හැමෝම අධීක්ෂණය කරන්නත් පුළුවන් lifetime partners ඔයාලා දෙන partnersලා මේ මාසෙම විතරක් නෙමෙයි ඒ partners lifetime partners සමහරට friends වෙන්න පුළුවන් සමහරට relationship හදාගන්නත් පුළුවන් ඒක මම දන්නවා 6000 monthly total එක නෙමෙයි මගේ writing classes වල total එක course fee total fee එක 5000 මේකේ monthly is 6000 monthly 6000 the 3 months ne 3 months into 6000 18000 18000 මුලින්ම ගෙවන්න ඕනේ නේ 6000 ගෙවල තමයි group එකට join වෙන්න ඕනේ මෙන්න මේ WhatsApp number එකට 07යි 40 40 63 24 එකට WhatsApp කරන්න ඕනේ spoken english කියලා. ඒක මගේ writing classes වෙනමත් තියෙනවා. ඒත් writing class එකට join කරේ. writing class එකක් තියෙන ආයි මාස එකමාරි දෙකකින් වගේ. spoken english. ඒතර මම වීඩියෝ කීපයක් දාලා තියෙනවා මම කැමති අදත් පොඩක් කතා කරන්න. එතකොට මම මේ කතාවට පාවිච්චි කරන ටෙක්නික් ටික මම දැන් දාන්නේ නේ. මෙන්න මේ ටෙක්නික් පාවිච්චි කරන්න කියලා ඒවල ටෙක්නික් ටිකක් තියෙනවා. ඒතර ඔයාලට ලියන්න පුළුවන් නම් ප්‍රැක්ටිකලි කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. මම දැන් කතා කරන්න හිතාගෙන ඉන්නේ මම හිතාගෙන ඉන්නවා පැයක් විතර වගේ කතා කරන්න. මහන්සිය දෙන්නෙත් නෑ. එතකොට මේක එඩිට් කරපු එකකුත් නෙවෙයි. අපිට වාක්‍ය දෙක තුනක් කියලා අපිට මේක පොඩ්ඩක් පෝස් කරලා එඩිට් කරලා එහෙම ප්ලග් කරන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට ස්පෝකන් ඉංග්ලිෂ් නෙමෙයි. මෙමරයිසින් මතක තියාගෙන අපිට ස්ක්‍රීන් එකේ යන සෙන්ටෙන්ස් එකක් කියන්න ඒ වගේ එකක් තමයි තියෙන වගේ එකක් නෙමෙයි අද මම හිතුවා මම ලියාගත්තත් එක කොලේ මාතෘකාව කොහොමද තියෙන්නේ life achievements and happiness මට ඉතින් හන් සෝසස් නේ කතා කරන්න ඕන තරම් දේවල් තියෙනවා ඒත් මම ස්ටාර්ට් කරන්න මගේ ඔළුවේ ස්ට්‍රක්චර් එකක් තියෙනවා ඕන මේකට විතරක් නෙමෙයි ඕන මේකට ස්ට්‍රක්චර් එකක් තියෙනවා ඔයාලට පුළුවන් ෆස්ට් ස්ටේජ් එක ටිකක් අමාරුයි පැයක් නෙමෙයි ගොඩක් වෙලා මට පැය දෙක තුනක් වුණා කතා කරගෙන ඉන්න පුළුවන් right shall we start achievements and happiness you get for example for the very first beginning of this think a newly married couple තව දෙයක් හිතා ගන්න ඕන කාටත් වැරදි වෙනවා අපේ නේටිව් ලැන්ග්වේජ් එකනේ මේකට කාටත් එක එක වැරදින ඒවා සත පහකට ගණන් ගන්නවා මටත් වර්දිනවා මාත් ගණන් ගන්නේ නැහැ හැබැයි මම දන්නවා මෙතන වැරදුනයි කියලා අද මම අලුතෙන් පටන් ගත්තා අඩපාඩම් කළේ this is a wonderful topic to talk about because everybody needs some kind of achievements and at the same time we have to maintain the same thing which is called happiness some people clearly have identified that there is a significant gap with the achievements and happiness. And on the other hand, some great people really close to scholars, great philosophers, sometimes you can call Aristotle or the people like that, they have gained some kind of understanding that yes, there are such humans, and on the other hand, which parallelly goes with happiness. So yes, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to give that example now. We can imagine a newly married couple who is full of energy, full of love, full of faith, and willing to maintain a great relationship uh, among between those two persons. Mistakes. It's not a problem between that those two persons. So they have expectations and they have to maintain at the same time happiness. Expectations and happiness, there shouldn't be any gap. But if we think about expectations, we initially have to forget about the other thing, which is called happiness. Not only the happiness, but if we take two different kinds of things, we can't go parallelly if we do not maintain a good mental level. So we will get a good example for that one. We will think there's an achievement in their mind in the future of building a big house. So their first and primary objective is to build a wonderful, fantastic house, which is go beyond the people who have lived and who are living around them. So they are dreaming of what kind of house that we should build, a glorious house, a wonderful, luxurious house that I have ever seen, that I haven't ever seen even in my dreamy world. Only if you have sufficient amount of money. For that purpose, you will spend your time, you will toil a great deal, and sometimes you would get loans from different kinds of banks. Sometimes you can get, if you are already working in a bank, so you get zero interest or below 5% annual 5% percentage of the interest. Likewise, you have to think uh, in what way I should build this house. So building a house and getting it some kind of achievements, but in that process, people usually get forgotten uh, the part that you really have to maintain happiness. So who think happiness? They are thinking achievements. When I achieve something, that's happiness. Again, for example, you can think of a student who is 15 years old. When I'm talking about 15 years old, O-level exam. Everybody who is in the track of the education tries to get a 9A passes for their O-level examination to be seen to other people and to get a great enthusiastic feeling to you uh, in a soul that you are capable of doing in the side of education other than the other perspectives like businesses or some kind of other things that comes to your mind. Yes, having an achievement, that's the target. So we will assume that the student now in grade 7 and he has a target that I should get 9As for my O-level examination, and he toils and work hard and enjoy the situation, and his final achievement is likely to get, not like, is likely to get 9A passes. Throughout the journey, he has to endure lots of uh, hardships, pains, and expectations and frustrations, and a lot more things. But final outcome, yes, he has got wonderful 9As. In that position, you get happiness. So happiness, does it last longer? Does that happiness last a couple of minutes? No. As for me, I think I have experienced those kinds of feelings. That experience never lasts uh, not more than 5 seconds. It just arises and at the same time it disappears. So getting an achievement in your life means for me you get less than 5 second happiness by achieving some kind of achievements. You may be thinking you want to get a girlfriend, is really lovable for you, and you are thinking and you are working, actually that's you are working in an office, you are working towards that to achieve that goal, and finally you will get that boy or girl, a dreamy boy or girl for your life. That in that very moment you get less than 5 second happiness. But if we go back, the kind of process that you have followed to get that happiness, happiness means achievement, less than 5 second happiness. You might have spent a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of mental uh, energy to get that achievement. It's okay to get that achievement, but the real thing you have to concentrate on is on the path you have to seek the happiness, on the way. I think in the achievement in the future is a big achievement which is available in the future, which may be right or wrong. You have to walk through that path, finding happiness. For example, I don't know whether these things are really catchable for you because this is the end part of our course. This kind of fluency that you can get if you try hard and if you work towards my instructions for achieving this one. And yes, we will get another example for describe this one. Yes, getting examples and situations is a particular and easy thing to describe the situation and to the examples. Now, and also we can give, not we can give, I can give life experiences, also achieving things and happiness. For example, I didn't remember the time of happiness. How long does it last? Did it not does? How long did it last when I uh, got through my O level exam and A level exam, and I uh, passed my A level exam, and when I am selected, when I not I was selected to the University of Sri Jalandhapura for that course. And at that time, I really think I might get less than 5 second happiness. But on the process, on the path, I have gained lots of happiness because I didn't just focus on the final achievement. Basically, I didn't have any achievement in my life. I should achieve this one, I should achieve this one, and for achieving this one, I have worked so hard. Yes, I really worked hard, particularly my YouTube channel also. And recently, yes, lots of questions uh, have been rising in terms of your education system, that I am going to conduct these classes longer, or that I'm going to stop these classes. No, I'm going to continue this one. This is a really fascinating thing for me because I'm really interested in teaching particularly English, because when I'm speaking English, it feels me like some sort of energetic feelings and self-actualization and a bit of freedom that my mental level is flat. And I'm talking in English. I'm enjoying the situation and whatever the things that I am telling now or in the past or in the future, maybe everything I can enjoy. That's the secret of this English language. When you are speaking in your singular language, in your mother tongue, and as for me also, it's a hardly give. It's a hardly give. It hardly gives us pleasure. But for me, I have been a teacher so for a long time, and yes, I think the part to enjoy, to entertain this teaching ship. That's life. The path you will get, the process is continuing. You will get the sufficient amount of knowledge for mastering this one. Back to the topic again. I have never remembered what kind of happiness that I had got during past couple of time when I am pursuing achievements. Really, I was talking to you that I didn't have any single kind of achievements. This achievement should be achieved in this time, so no achievements. The first and foremost thing, and the only thing I am continuous at the moment also, and the future also I'm expecting to do is, in the very present moment, I'm like to be contented, and I'm trying to maintain my happiness whatever the situation is. Sometimes we can get, when we are pursuing our achievements. For example, you want to get you want to complete a spoken English course, and you want to get to a great high level that you can see in YouTube or on TV or any social media, where the people are speaking greatly, and we feel jealous about them because they are speaking so fluently, and their tone might be uh, very interesting, and you think that the situation really ought to me, so that I should also get that one. So the path is really hard, and if you catch the path, the tips and tricks that can be used, everything will be wonderful. We are in the topic of achievements and happiness, right? You can imagine you want to get a course done, and you want to finish that one, and you want to get that fluency that you have seen from various channels and out in the society. So until you have that kind of hope, and you want to achieve that one, and the path that you have to go to achieve that achievement, the path leading to it will not be interesting if you think the path is entertaining. Every moment you have the ability to enjoy the situation. You are now sitting comfortably and happily, and you feel the atmosphere, clear air outside you, you're breathing, and the noise that you can hear outside is also pleasurable. And sometimes you might hear a disturbing noise that makes you annoyed. So you understand the situation. I shouldn't be annoyed because it's a reality. Sound comes and sound goes. It doesn't stop long, and it's not the reality. So stay at the present moment, happy, happy. Maintain happiness every second that you are going. For example, this is the point, then you have to move this upward. So you have achievements here. So there's a big gap if you don't maintain the path to get that happiness. So happiness is a journey. When you step, again you have to step onto the happiness, and again you have to step onto the happiness, and again you have step onto the happiness. You can't put a big leg, so your body will be stretched and you will be destroyed. You can't take bigger steps. It will not be beneficial. It will be harmful for you. So happiness is also the same like achievements. For example, you might achieve a beautiful car. It's a dream one that you have had it in your life. So you get that car and you are happy. How long you are really happy? Less than 5 seconds. You can try it out. But the process that you have been using to get that one, it might be a long, tiring, and lots of hardship, sufferings, and lots of pressure attached life, maybe. So that also happiness, but that happiness lasts only 5 seconds. And what about the path? The path you have to enjoy. So where is happiness and where is achievements? There can be achievements, so you do not want to put a big weight on those kinds of achievements, because achievements only last less than 5 seconds or less than 1 second. It's just rise and boom, and it disappears. And the knowledgeable person is really think that achievements are not for me. Achievements are not a part of life. It's okay, but it's temporary. Whether it is achieved or not, I should be walking in the path, which is step by step. I'm stepping from this point to that point, again to happiness. Now think you are in happiness. So where you should put your next step, to your achievement or to happiness. Basically, it's obvious for anybody who have great sensation other than mentally disorders people. When you are in happiness, where should you step on? Again, you have to step on the happiness. If you are in a happiness mood now, should you achieve achievements in the future? It's okay, but it doesn't last long. If you are in a happiness mode, please concentrate that you should step on and you should put your next step again to the happiness, to the same happiness or another some sort of happiness. So happiness doesn't have any labels. You can get happiness through this one or by watching the other people's habitual actions that they're trying to get happiness and our thoughts that were given by the gods while we were thinking about because we haven't had good at that time any serious thoughts that are leading to the happiness of our life. Yes, great. And we have seen great monks and great religious teachers whose achievements are zero. Some great religious teachers whose desire and final achievements in the Nibbana. And sometimes the greatest thinkers, great philosophers who are religious teachers at the same time. They don't want to have that achievement also. They don't want to achieve Nibbana. They want happiness. So they are leading to that path, that position, even though they get Nibbana, it's also some kind of happiness. And in the process also, we should maintain happiness. So how we can maintain happiness? And even though the topic has been achievements and happiness, now at this point, I erase the word happiness, not not happiness, achievements. I erase the word achievements because achievements never tally with happiness. So stay at the present. There's a book called The Power of Now. It's a wonderful, great book. You can get a lot of knowledge by reading books. There are a large number of great books. When you read different kinds of books, you will get the sufficient words that's related to that topic. So you might get, you not might, you really get, you will really get the subject-oriented words that the authors use, the specific words like amalgamation, psychiatric, philosophical, entity, communicable. Likewise, those words we can get only by referring different kinds of books. It's a bonus tip. So I'm in the process of speaking. I am not putting pauses. I'm not going to edit. Just simply talking. And if I have at this moment a really good audience, I will be really happy because speaking to an audience is really a big achievement, even though the, the topic is omitted here. It's a big achievement and we can enjoy the situation. You, when I can see you, when I'm talking to you, now I'm talking to my laptop and I'm thinking that I'm talking to you. And there's some kind of imitation or what. But it's the reality. I can think that in my mind, yes, I'm talking to a public mm, that who are willing to listen after this video. So those kinds of great religious philosophers, not teachers actually, they have gone beyond the teachingship. They have been great philosophers. They are going, they are walking in the path of happiness. So whether it rained, that's also a reason for causing their happiness. And whilst rain suddenly stop, and that's also cause for their happiness. And sometimes someone may appreciate you, not you, the philosopher. So you need to be a philosopher. And that also create a happiness because his mind set can create happiness. So where is happiness? Where is achievements? All are in our minds. So how can happiness get created? It's also within our minds. Happiness is nothing to do with the outside. We can see the outside, we can feel, we can hear, we can interact with the outside, but from outside we never get anything. If you think deeply, if you listen to the doctrines of any religious teachers, you will understand the eternity of this world and the reality of this world. There's no achievements, there is only happiness. So just let's talk about happiness, and in the later sessions, in the later of our discussion, I will completely reject these achievements because I'm not maintaining achievements. So I'm in the process of happiness. And the reason why I am going to conduct this 3 months course of spoken English, the people who really have the ability to write something in English, I want to be interacted with them. And I will feel much pleasure when you exchange your ideas with me and the things that I know I can share. But if we give everything free of charge, this is not a word that is going to going to be accepted, and it's a completely waste of my education time because everything is given free. Who is going to give me free? If you are sending me some rice or the other equipment, I'll be okay. Continuously, you have to send me, and then I can give all my techniques and all my knowledge that I'm using from my friends. I'm giving that one. At first, I have to build up a way of living, not a complete luxurious. I'm getting tons of money from you, and I'm spending luxuriously. That kind of lifestyle uh, never happened for me. Happiness, yes, maintaining happiness. Uh, right. How can you be happy? You can think uh, the topic back to the topic, happiness and achievements for both of them. You can get for the discussions. I think a child thinks he want to eat an ice cream. Wonderful. When I was a little kid, it, there are lots of dreams eating Wonder Bars and drinking a bottle of Fanta. Also had been a fantastic dream for me. I achieved only 2 or 3 times during my childhood, but yet I didn't remember whether it was a undesirable situation that I could feel, but I really long to get that. I can really remember drinking a Fanta bottle by myself, a big one. I think I was around 6 years or 7 years old. Achievements. So we can think that a child is thinking to eat a Wonder Bar, and he gets money, and he is walking. Now we can imagine he's walking towards the shop, and the shop is open, and there's the owner of the shop, the seller, and he asks, what do you want? And yes, I want Wonder Bar. And he tried to give the money to the seller. Your money is lost, it disappeared. So you are thinking, where have I put my money? What happened to this money? Oh my God, I'll not be able to get my achievement. So that's some kind of achievement, eating an ice cream also. What that child has forgotten at the moment even though the achievement is fulfilled or not. You have to maintain the happiness. So we can't be childish. We are grown up and we have great kind of mentality. And you and I also are boasting that human beings are very wise than other animals. Because of that reason, we are called superhumans. Our brain is wonderful. We can think positively and gain happiness. You can think what kind of the things that people are getting used in their brain and thinking patterns. What kind of things? Aren't people are moving towards a big rush for achievements to the long-term security of their life and to be selfish towards the achievement of other people? And don't you want to go further beyond your friends have gone? Don't you want to be the top person in your area? Don't you want to be the top person at your home? What happened to your desires? Whether they have gone the roots underground only, or whether they are springing out and that hands are reaching towards the sky to grab the situations that you really want. There's a neat hierarchy of Abraham Maslow's. I don't remember what's the five types. The top one is self-actualization. That's main gain happiness. Self-actualization means when you're following the religious path, that's also a basic human need. When you have everything, and Maslow points out, when you have everything and you go step by step up in the hierarchy of human needs, the final thing you have to encounter with is self-actualization. Self-actualization can be transformed, it can be viewed differently according to religious teachers or your inner thoughts. But it has nothing to do with your economic situations or your thinking patterns and your wants. So happiness. When you have achievements, your happiness trying to go out of your back door. It will never come happiness. Happiness will last for less than 5 seconds. Not 5 seconds, less than 3 seconds. It comes in a speed and it disappeared more than the speed that it comes. That's the reality of the achievements and happiness. So in Dhamma school also, I'm also describe my students what's happiness and what is achievements. It's okay to achieve something. For example, that's the same example. You can get 9 A's for your level exam, whether it is achieved or not. You should be fully contented, even though you are listening to a boring conversation. You should have the ability to enjoy the situation, boringness. You have to absorb the boringness and you have to explore boringness. There's some kind of philosophical aspects that I'm going to transfer you through my knowledge. What's my knowledge? My knowledge is the things that I have learned, the things I have read, and what other people have taught me, and now the things that I already believed with those kinds of feelings, feedbacks, and emotions, and almost anything. Right. So, in what level you can be happy? In what situations can you gain? You can gain happiness. Can you get happiness when you get your leg broken? Continuously uh, inquiring and blaming the situations that physical situations that we have to face with, even in the pandemic situation, also during the corona pandemic situation. And I know most of you don't remember the situation, including me, also I'm not a superhuman. I'm so also in the same boat. uh, Now people are wearing masks for fun, for as for a cultural aspect. It has become nothing but a tradition wearing masks. wherever you are going. When you don't have achievements, when you don't want to think happiness, you are in the path of happiness. Once you eradicate that you should get achievements, you are in the path of happiness. When you have some kind of goal, my parents should obey to my guidelines. When parents get old, most of the people are thinking parents should work according to uh, their doctrines, the prescriptions that are given by their children. So that's a hope. And for achieving that one, you might work hard. What kind of things you have to do? You have to use strong words against your parents, and you have to impress what kind of things that you have done for them. And also at the same time, you have to visualize them that without you, they can't survive on this planet. So in that case, you have strongly built up a strong platform that you are in a position that you are capable to control them and to achieve that achievement. So when you are thinking that parents should listen to me carefully, should attend to me whatever the situation it is, and they should listen to me. They shouldn't have more things to talk about. They shouldn't have they shouldn't have things to acquire. They shouldn't want they shouldn't have the necessity to buy various kinds of things that we are thinking that their life has gone. This is the end part of their life, and you stay calm. And those kinds of goals, ambitions create achievements. So if you have really achievements, your life will be a mess. Let's imagine a madman. He is in the lunatic asylum, and the kind of problems that he is having. The only problem that he is having is he sees other people in the world are completely crazy other than him. So enjoy the situation, eating also is enjoy. I'm not going to tell you that to be a crazy person, to go mad. I don't like to go mad, but I'm thinking like a madman, without going to the madness. If you think happiness, so until you are not maintaining achievement hopes towards goal, this should be like this. I should achieve this one in this stage. I should get married at the age of 35. If I can't get that achievement, my life will not be entertaining. I will not get happiness. People are thinking. Achievements create anxiety, sorrows, depressions, and lots of mental illnesses and also some kinds of cancers as a result of your thinking patterns. So you might be thinking I am speaking so slowly and I'm not thinking what should I tell in the next point. I'm speaking. I don't have clear, definite things that I should do, and the things there isn't any written script. Yes, this is life, and this is speaking. People are living. If they are living without any hopes, yes, the word is right and rightly pronounced, and it's a thoughtful word also. Without hopes, happiness follows. There is also a saying in Dhammapada also. The person who he control his mind pursue happiness. Control his mind means not going to achieve achievements. There is nothing achievement. For example, as we were talking about getting nibbana, enlightenment. If you want to really attain nirvana, you are not going in the path of happiness. Focus on happiness might be nirvana might be some kind of extremely a happy condition that you can get. So focus on to get the nirvana at the very next step that you're going to put. Nirvana is not holding in the future, it's not waiting in the future, it's waiting to the next moment. Now you are in a certain position, certain step, and you have to step again to the nirvana. And every time you are in nirvana, if you are seeking that I'm going to get nirvana, I want to get that one, you are suffering. You are not living in that place. I'm not getting the enjoyment. Hopefully, I think you might get the understand it. For example, we can think we are watching a match. Where's the enjoyment part and where is the achievement? We are watching the match and the players are playing, bowlers are bowling, and the fielders are fielding, and the wicket keeper is wicket keeping, and spectators are watching. And the person who needs to get an achievement through the match only suffers. And if the captain of if the captains of the both team really want to win, the process they are following is a hardly give them happiness, because the final achievement they are targeting final achievements, even though they feel some kind of anxiety, depression, people misunderstand that is some kind of happiness. When when the match is going on, you get a wicket and you feel some kind of happiness because you have focused on the future achievements. So that happiness is a false kind of happiness. It's a pressure happiness. It's an anxiety based happiness. So real happiness does not come along with expectations and achievements. So you are a spectator that you are willing to see the victory of Sri Lankan team, and there was a match yesterday also. Sri Lanka has lost it by 2 runs. Unfortunately, if you have thought about our achievement, and every time when the team is hit by runs, a lot of runs, and the opposition team is getting a lot more runs, and the runs per over is really high. We can think of it's around 10 per over. So it's pretty much a big one. If you think about 50 overs match, not on 50 overs match. In 2020 format also, it's a big ask for the opposition team. So when the bowlers are hit 6s and 4 runs, you are getting depressed and inside what would happen in the future, what would happen to my expectations and achievement. Until you are maintaining an achievement during your lifetime, through your lifetime, you will not get that one. Or you will get that one. But what's the problem? The time you have used for that one. Most of the time, a match lasts a 50 hours match, 8 hours maybe, or 7 hours. During those 7 hours, if you really want to get an achievement, you grow anxiety, depression, and hopes, desperations, and hopes. That's not happiness. Happiness means maintaining a flat level in your heart. When you are maintaining a flat level in your heart, you are in the happiness. If you feel a continuous rise in your heart level, you goes up. You will not goes. It's completely wrong according to the graph. You go up. And sometimes when hard situations come, you go down. And if you are maintaining a flat path which is called happiness, even the most pressurable situations can't move you up. and the depression times can't let you go down. You're maintaining and you are walking in a smooth, flat level called happiness. So you are enjoying the match every time. How the bowler is bowling. Is it a wide ball or is it a strange ball? Wow, it's a great delivery. How the batsman is going to play and he leaves the bat. You are thinking the situation and you are reading the situation. You're not focusing in the past hit. You're not focusing in the future. You are still in the present moment because you have to step from this happiness point to the next happiness point. Those happiness points might not have big gaps. So this is your journey of happiness. You have to step very closely. When you feel that you are living, you are here and you want to get a happiness by jumping here. There's a big gap. There's a call also coming. I have to get that one. For getting that call, I'm going to pause this video. Alright, I have finished my conversation. It's about the class that I'm going to conduct in Maratama for grade 6 students. Right, we were talking about the happiness and the achievements. So we can think about the people who have achieved a great deal of money during their lifetime, expanding their businesses throughout the country. Particularly, those people are trying to expand their businesses towards the other countries also, especially in Asian countries. It's really hard to expand their businesses in developed countries, but some people have got that ability also. And at the end of their lifestyle, and in the ending part, we can see lots of people are at religious places. They have no idea where should they go and what kind of things that they should do to attain the happiness or the meaning of life. They are seeking the advice of great people who are really uh, knowledgeable to doctrine them for getting uh, their happiness that they really want. But surprisingly, those religious teachers are also following the same path that those people have been following. So if we take the fools into a fool's level, I'm not talking about almost everybody. The fools asking questions from fools. Among those fools, there might be great scholars who are untouched to the real society. So, what sense that it makes when you ask questions to get your mind relaxed and to get into the path which is called happiness, asking questions from foolish people again. So there is no debatable situation that we have to spend time. Yes, happiness is happiness. Happiness exists everywhere. Happiness exists every time. You can see everywhere it. Even though you get your hand broken, even though you get promoted, it's a pleasurable moment. However, you get that one, it's going upward. It's not maintained a flat level. Happiness means maintaining a flat level. When you maintain that flat level, initially you go up and you maintain this flat level again. And after maintaining that flat level for some amount of time, you're going up and you are maintaining that level and you're going up and you are going in that flat level and you are going up and you are maintaining that level, and that going up is never ending. It's not a problem, even though you get a lower level of happiness, middle level of happiness, or high level of happiness, because you are in the happiness. That's the secret of life, happiness. We can think a child who is playfully. Why could he able to play like that? To make a wonderful laugh and smile and giggling and looking at something without worrying, and there isn't any boring or anxiety. Why? Because the only reasons they don't have any achievements. When you have achievements, you don't have happiness. When you have happiness, you don't have achievements. What kind of reality that it maintains, it carries. Absolutely wonderful. Only mind can pursue happiness. By enjoying the taste of the faluda, you can get happiness, and at the same time, by giving that faluda to some person, also you can gain happiness because you are at the present moment, you don't have any achievements. If you have any achievements, expectations that I should give whatever the tasty things that come to me, I should give them to others. From doing that, those kinds of things, I only get happiness. That's called in Buddhism also Atta heart. By doing that sacrifications can gain happiness. Now, stay in the present, live the life fully, without any hopes. If you're thinking that I should build a house to live with my wife, I can't stay, I can't spend my time with my parents in the same house, problems arising. So you are thinking that achievement, yes, I want to get a house separated from my parents because my parents always cause problems over my life and it will really happen to my marriage life also. So I don't want to get it spoiled. I'm thinking that I'm hoping to build up a new house for you to spend a life to gain what? To gain happiness. To gain happiness, you are maintaining an achievement. So the achieving part, the achieving part is really hard. Enjoy the presence of everything, whether it is preferable or not, whether it's going to cause some problems, worries, and sorrows for you. Accept that with a inner smile because you don't have any achievements that sorrows should not come to my life. There's an achievement, there's a hope in my life. Sorrows are not for me, only pleasures are for me. Only happiness is for me. I don't want to deal with sorrows, anxiety, and problems. I want to be a free man. I want to be happy. Why should I want unhappiness? We are thinking, and achievements has a similar meaning. Hopes. People are telling that don't keep hopes. I will try to give this one, but don't keep hopes. I can love you, but don't keep hopes. And you might say to the girlfriend of to the father of your girlfriend, Uncle, I'm going to build a big house and I'm going to expand my tuition. I'm talking about me. I'm going to expand my employment and my business in this way. But uncle, don't keep hopes. You can say it like this. It's okay. It's wonderful, and people might be guessing, or they are also having an anxiety. Give in or not? No hopes. People are thinking to live a wonderful life, you should want hopes. No, you shouldn't have hopes. You should get happiness without causing problems to others. Your happiness not goes to the nasty paint. You enjoy the present situation, and that's the only thing you have to do to get happiness. And this is a starting point of this class. I'm going to start this class. This is the real starting point of the class, and I'm going to start this class. Yes, I'm going to start this class. I'm at the start of this class. I'm not having great hopes. I'm just promoting, and I'm going to try to put my leg into the happiness. Whether I do things or not, but I'm not going to cause serious problems to the other people that might affect to their future life, to their entire life. So there are certain things that I am affecting for your entire life, which is something else that you should pay at the same kinds of level that you should put to this process. Yes, this is speaking, so I don't feel any tiredness, any unhappiness during the conversation. Also, I didn't feel any frustrated. I hardly did any mistake. I know what kind of mistakes that I have done, how my voice going up and slow, how it can wave like a lullaby. I will be able to teach you really how to speak in English, but if you really can write in English, or first of all, if you can really write in English, please join with me. I'll be teaching for you to achieve your uh, level step by step. And this is the end of the topic, and I'm talking out of the topic and in general sayings. Yes, you can achieve something, but don't keep hopes. Uh, if you can, වට පුළුවන් නම් දැන් හොයාගන්න මේක කරන්න පුළුවන් වැඩක් කියලා. තේරෙනවද? පැය ගාණක් වුණත් කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. අනිත් කෙනාට ඉන්ට්‍රස්ටිං වෙන විදියට. හැබැයි ඉතින් තේරෙන්න ඕන ඉංග්‍රීසි. ඔයාලට ලියන්න පුළුවන් වෙන යම් දෙයක්. ඒතර ෆස්ට් ස්ටේජ් එකේදී මම ඉන්ස්ට්‍රක්ට් කරන විදියට මුලින් හරියට කරගෙන යන්න බැරි මං විදියට හරියට කියන්නේ මං විදියට මම නෙමෙයි හොඳටම උපරිමයටම කරන්නේ. මමත් ඉම්ප්‍රූවින්. මමත් ප්‍රොසෙස් එකේ යන්නේ. යනවා ඉතින් හැපිනස් එක යනවා. ඇත්තටම ටොපික් එක ඒක උනාට හැපිනස් එකේ තමයි යන්නේ. ඔයාලට ඕන නම් මේක තමයි පොඩි ගානක්. ලයිෆ් එක ඔයාලා චේන්ජ් කරගන්න ඕන නම් මට පුළුවන් ගයිඩ් කරන්න. monthly 6000 එන මේ අංකයට WhatsApp කරන්න. 3 months course එකක්. සතියට දවස් දෙකක් තියෙනවා. 1 hour sessions තමයි යන්නේ. ඔයාලා සුපිරි පාරකට ගිහින් දානවා. ඔයාලට පාර්ට්නර්ස්ලා දෙනවා. ඔයාලා ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරවලයි පාර්ට්නර්ස්ලා දෙන්නේ. ඔයාලට පාත් එක පෙන්නලයි පාර්ට්නර්ස්ලා දෙන්නේ. ඒ පාත් එක ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරන්න. උදාහරණයක් මම ෂොට් එකක් ගහන විදිය ඔයාලට කියලා දෙන ලස්සනට. එකම ෂොට් එක නෙමෙයි. හිතන්නකො දෙකක්. මම ගහනදී මම ඔයාලට පෙන්නනවා. ඊට කීප දෙනෙක් එක්කත් මම මේ ෂොට් එක ගහනවා. ඊට මම කට්ටියත් එක්ක බලනවා. මම කට්ටියත් එක්ක මූව් කරනවා. විවිධ කට්ටියත් එක්ක මූව් කරනවා. ඒක ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරනවා. ඒක ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරද්දී අසිරිතා එන්න පුළුවන්. ඒව ඩිස්කස් කරන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම ඉම්ප්‍රූව් කරගන්න. ස්පෝකන් ඉංග්‍රීසි කියලා කියන්නේ පැටර්න් එකක් කතා කිරීම නෙමෙයි. මොකක් හරි එක දෙයක් අල්ලගෙන කතා කිරීම නෙමෙයි. ඒක හොඳයි ලියන්න හුරු වෙන්න. එක පැත්තක් චුට්ටක් ලියන්න හුරු වෙන්න. පැටර්න් එකක් ලියන්න බෑනේ ඉතින් විභාගෙට රචනාවක් යවන්න. ලිවීම මගේ ෆස්ට් ස්ටෙප් එක. ඒක තමයි මම යන්නේ ඒක මට හිතුණා. ගොඩක් කට්ටිය ඇති කියලා ස්පෝකන් ඉංග්‍රීසි ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරන්න උවමනායි. ඇත්තටම. ඒතර මගේ මේ වීඩියෝ එක පුරාට මම පෝස් කරපු මොකක්වත් නැහැ. කෝල් එකක් ආවා. ඉතින් කෝල් එක මම ගන්න ඕන. ඒකට පෝස් කරා. ඒකට මම මැටීරියල්ස් පාවිච්චි කරේ නෑ කතා කරන්න. මගේ තියෙන ඇබිලිටි එකත් එක්ක මම පාවිච්චි කරන ටෙක්නික් එක මම හිතාගෙන ඉන්න විදියත් එක්ක තමයි මම කතා කරේ. ඒකට අනන්තවත් කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකට අපිට සුද්ධ වගේ කතා කරන්න ඕනේ. සුද්ධෝන්ගේ ඇක්සන්ට් එක ගන්න එහෙම ගන්න පුළුවන් නම් හොඳයි. සිංහල කතා කරන්නේ නතර කරන්න ඕනේ. අපි සිංහල කතා කරන තාක්කල් සිංහල ඇක්සන්ට් එකත් එක්ක තමයි එන්නේ. කලාතුරකින් අපිට අමාරුයි වචන දෙයක් ගන්න පුළුවන්. මට එහෙම work කියන එක කියන්න පුළුවන්. work කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් මට ඒක සිම්පල් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ work කියන එක. ගොඩාක් කට්ටිය කියලා පාඩම ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින්ම කියලා දෙද්දි work කියවෙන්නේ නෑ work කියලා කියවෙනවා. අපේ මේ ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින්ම අපේ ලයිෆ් එක බිල්ඩ් අප් කරගෙන යනවා නම් අපිට ඒ ඇක්සන්ට් හදා ගන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් සුද්ධෝගෙන් කතා කරන්න ඕනේ අයිඩියා එක කන්වේ කරන්නයි ඕන ස්මූත්ලි. ඒකේ ගැප්ස් අඩුවෙන් තියාගෙන අපි එක වචනයක් කියලා වාක්‍යයක් කියලා මොකක් හරි අදහසක් කියලා අනිත් ඒ කියන ගොඩක් කල්පනා කරන එක අඩු කරන එකක් තමයි මේකෙදි වෙන්නේ. අඩුවෙන් එන්නේ. ඒක අඩුවෙන් කරන්න නම් ඒ හැකියාව තියෙන්න එපා. ඒකට ටෙක්නික් ටිකක් ඇප්ලයි කරගන්න. ඔන්න ඕක තමයි කියන්නේ. ඔක තමයි රියල් ස්පෝකන් ඉංග්ලිෂ් කරන්නේ. අන්තිමට වෙන දේ. එහෙම තමයි කරන්නේ. කැමති නම් ඉන්වෙස්ට්මන්ට් එකක් කරන්න. මෙන්න මේ WhatsApp අංකෙට මැසේජ් එකක් දාන්න ස්පෝකන් ඉංග්ලිෂ් කියලා. ගෲප් එකක් හදන්නේ නේ. පේමන්ට් කරන කට්ටිය මාව විශ්වාස කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා බලන්න මගේ රයිටින් වීඩියෝස් වලින් මා පාවිච්චි කරන ටෙක්නික් රියල් ටෙක්නික්ද මේක ඇප්ලිකබල්ද මේක පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් ටෙක්නික් එකක්ද කියලා ඔයාලා බලන්න. දැන් ස්පෝකන් ඉංග්‍රීසිත් මම ටෙක්නික් දාලා නැහැ. ඔයාලව ගයිඩ් කරන්න කොහොමද කියලා. ඒකට පාර කියන්න ඕනේ අරක පුළුවන් කට්ටිය. මගේ මේක ප්‍රොෆෙෂනල් ජොබ් එක නිසා පේමන්ට් කරන කට්ටියත් එක්ක මම ගමන යනවා. ඔයාලට පුළුවන් මේ පේමන්ට් එක කරලා මට ස්ලිප් බැංක් ස්ලිප් එක WhatsApp කරන්න. ඊට පස්සේ මම group එකට join කරගන්නවා. නිකන් group එකට join වෙලා තේරුමක් නැහැ. අපි join වෙන්න ඕනේ නැත්නම් අපිට ඇත්ත උනක් ඒකට 6000 18000 එකවර ගෙවන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම ගෙවනවා මට එක එක වැඩ කරගන්න පුළුවන්. 6000 payment එකක් කරන්න. ස්පෝකන් ඉංග්‍රීසි එකට join වෙන්න. ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් ලියන්න පුළුවන් නම් යම් දුරකට. සුපීරියර් මහාචාර්ය කෙනෙක් නෙමෙයි. ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් දෙයක් ලියන්න පුළුවන්. ලියන්න කියන්නේ කියන වචනයට අකුරු ගලපලා ලියන එක නෙමෙයි. අයිඩියා එකක් ලියන්න පුළුවන්. අදහසක් ලියන්න පුළුවන් නම් ඒ කට්ටියට මම කතා කරන්න උදව් කරන්නේ. මම කතා කරන විදිහට මම කියන විදිහට වැඩ කරගෙන යනවා. ඒක කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right. ඒ පණිවිඩය තමයි දෙන්න ඕනේ. Right. Thank you very much. I am Chandra Prabha.